All hell has broken loose, and this is why I am staying in Southeast Asia. I'm Sean, Queen of DC, full-time solo traveler. On this channel, I post my travel tips and adventures from around the world. If that's your vibe, subscribe. I've been living in Southeast Asia over 2 years now, and the last couple of months I've been traveling around Vietnam to explore more cities. I've been to Taiwan, Hong Kong, which I absolutely love, having a great time. I'm back in Vietnam now. It just keeps pulling me back. I actually had a personal issue with my debit card. I want to advise everyone, keep your debit cards locked if you're not using them. I forgot to lock my card, and the moment I remembered, boom, I had some fraud on my card, and I had to come back to Vietnam to pick up my card. Now, look at us. We're at war, and I was sitting downstairs at a coffee shop, and I thought, you know what, looking at my life here in Vietnam, I said, you know what, I live a charmed life here. I love Vietnam. I love the people. I love the culture. It's so peaceful. Even in this time of turmoil, I'm at peace here. I had planned to this summer go to Europe, travel around. As you know, I'm a solo traveler, so I'm still traveling the world. This summer I was gonna take on some new countries, visit some new cities, and as I'm planning, this pops off and I'm like, keep your butt right here. Keep your butt right here in Southeast Asia, in Vietnam, the place where you love. And I complain about the rice and noodles being the staple. I do. And I get tired of it, yes. But you know what? I've been cooking my own food. I'm fine. And when I think about the people and how I'm treated here, the peace, the lifestyle, girl, this is the safest place for you to be right now. Vietnam, Southeast Asia, or Asia is the safest place for you to be. And I just want to testify how I've changed over these 2 years in terms of just the peace. And when I say the peace, I mean, I can tell in my own attitude, I'm not defensive, okay? I'm cool as a cucumber. Stuff doesn't make me pop off. Even if people ask me a question, and I already know this because living in DC, somebody asked me something, I used to be like, why? What you need to know for? And now I don't take offense to anything anybody says initially, their tone of voice. Now, I'm not letting people get over me. What I'm saying is little stuff doesn't trigger me anymore. I know that's a testament to me living in Southeast Asia, living in Vietnam, and places where it's just peace. A country that has embraced Americans. They embrace us as Americans. Even as a Black American, even as a woman, I have not felt insecure in terms of safety. I felt really good living here. And a friend wrote me and asked me, with everything going on, she said, how do Vietnamese feel about the U.S. and the Iran war? And I told her, I said, girl, Vietnamese mind their business. They don't ask me questions like that. They're at peace with us. They just had a Vietnam and U.S. Friendship Festival to celebrate the relationship between the U.S. and Vietnam. And they had different U.S. games that you can play at the festival. There's no animosity when I'm around Vietnamese. Whether it's in their shops, whether it's older people, younger people, I don't experience any negativity or any animosity like you're an American, you're Black, get out of here. None of that. And I told her, I say they mind their business. I don't discuss politics with foreigners. I don't discuss politics with people I don't know. I barely want to talk about politics with people I do know because that's been my whole life. I've been in the political world and worked in politics my entire life, my entire career. So I'm out of that life. I'm away from DC. I'm out of that life. Yes, I know what's going on, but you could ask a friend. They were talking political recently. I stay out of those conversations. She said, I noticed you didn't say anything. I said, no. I don't get into it. Look, my life is peaceful. And that's a testament to me living here around the people that I live around, who that's a way of life for them, their culture here. Their religion is about peace. And so they're not trying to impose on you and cause drama, and they don't want any of that drama.
Tôi yêu Việt Nam. Yes.
I got to celebrate Vietnam's reunification day with locals on the beach, and we had a great time. A lady had asked me a question. I didn't take offense to it. I just answered the question. And the friend said, oh. And the lady said, what? She sounded like a Russian lady. And so you know how Russians have a harsher accent? And she asked me where I was from. And I said, America. I always say America because then it depends on who you're talking to, because then they'll say, oh, America. And if you're talking to other people, Westerners, they tend to know that you're from America, and so they'll want to know the place. I said, America, and she said, obviously, because I was such in a peaceful state of mind. We were chilling, having breakfast. I didn't even pay that lady tone or anything. I wasn't offended. I wasn't triggered. Didn't take offense to it. And then her Russian accent, I said Washington DC, and that was that. And my friend doing the process said, and the lady said, what'd you say, And she said, because the way you said obviously. And she said, oh, I heard you all talking, so I knew it was an American accent. And the lady, and I'm only speaking to that because it did not trigger me. It takes a lot now for me to get triggered. I'm not going to let you say anything to me. Look, I am from the Loop. I lived in DC over 30 years. You ain't getting over on me. You're not going to say anything to me. But at the same time, I'm not triggered by certain things. And I laugh to myself because in another environment, in another world, maybe over 2 years ago, that obviously would have been like, what the heck you asked for? If you know. You think I would have got ugly with the lady. I know I would have. Living in the city and you're on alert. Even the boundaries here in Vietnam, their boundaries is different. They tend to stay even Southeast Asia. I'm not just going to say Vietnam. It happens in Malaysia too. People get close to you. I don't take offense to that now. Now, if you all up on my back breathing and trying to cut the line, we got an issue. Because at the airport, we got an issue because they're rude. And that's a lot of different people in that arena. But just in general, you're in line, you tend to be close. It doesn't even bother me now. I am not triggered. That is a testament to me living in Vietnam and living in Southeast Asia. This life has been really good. I'm reflecting on, okay, well, you can't travel to those places now given the situation. I was going to go to Doha, transfer through Doha, spend a couple of days there. That's all shut down now, so I can't do that. Then I'm like, you know what? I've been touring Vietnam. I still have many parts of Malaysia to tour. I have East Asia to tour. It's so much richness and culture here on a continent that accepts us. Why am I trying to leave? Given all this turmoil, I'm staying my butt right here and enjoy the people who welcome me and being somewhere that accept us. I will not be anywhere I feel uncomfortable, I feel disrespected, I feel scared, and I feel my safety is in jeopardy. No, I'm not going to be any place that I feel uncomfortable. I am happy that I found a place that treats me with respect, where there is peace, where there is clarity, and I can live my life safely and comfortably. I want to congratulate all the people that I have helped on their journey through my Pick My Brain sessions. The ladies, the gentlemen, they are out here living their best lives. And I am so proud to be a part of their journey. I'm proud of them. One of my clients, let me tell you, she gave herself, she was in a predicament. She gave herself 6 weeks to get out. Baby, honey, we set out a plan for her. She was out in 6 weeks, okay? She was not playing. She came to me. She said, hey, this is what I want. This is where I want to be. And we worked on that plan, and she's out here on her journey. Other ladies that I've helped, they are out here living their best life in Southeast Asia, all around. Some in Vietnam, some in Malaysia, some just traveling the world. Even the gentlemen I've helped, they have had a great experience in traveling and making their plan to retire abroad. If you're ready to pack your bags and do something differently and move, I offer Pick My Brain sessions, and the link is in the description box below. We do not play. I don't play games. If it's something that you want, hey, we're going to work it out and we're going to make it happen, okay? That is how I roll. I've never been one to just talk about something and not be about it. But, I haven't. I've set my mind on something, I achieve it, boom. And let me say this, it doesn't have to be overnight. It doesn't work that way sometimes. We're not talking about overnight. She was able to do it in 6 weeks because that's where she was in her life. She was fed up, she was tired, she wasn't playing any games. And I talked her through some things, and hey, you got this. I am so very proud of her that she did it within that time frame. And she had a lot to do, but with guidance, with our plan, baby is on track. And I just feel good about that. I feel good about the work that I'm doing to help you move to that next phase of life and enjoy the journey and find your soft life, find your peace, find your comfort wherever that may be. That brings me joy, and I am happy to be a part of you all's journey, and I thank you for your trust. Look, we are out here living our best lives. We are learning as we go along. It's been a 2-year process for me. Now I know through experience what I want, what I don't want, where I can settle, where I can't settle. It doesn't have to be permanent. It's just for the time being, temporary. Always understand that you have options, and that has always been what I've understood in my life. I have options. I have the ability to change my life. I have the ability to do something different, and that's what I'm going to do. It may take time, but work towards that, progress towards that. So that's why I'm staying right here in Southeast Asia, in Vietnam. I'll be all over, you know what I mean? I'll be all over. This is home. This is where I love now. This is my second home where I love. All I want is peace. I want peace for you. I wish you well. If you need assistance on that journey, you know how to contact me. Sign up for the Queen of DC blog, and all my information is linked below in the description box. Oh, some exciting news coming up. I am launching my Patreon. I'm excited. It's going to be so much fun because it will be more intimate. It'll be more behind the scenes. Things that I can't show here. It's real time. Things I might not show on other platforms because of security and me feeling comfortable with sharing so much of my life. But it will be community events, virtual or in person, behind the scenes. You're going to be able to ask more questions and just have a good time and fellowship with each other. And I'm excited. Be sure to hit that notification bell so that you'll know when I drop that video. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share this video, and let the algorithm know that your girl is back. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions, but I wish you peace, I wish you love, and hope that you're safe and all is well. Until next time, peace.